And we're live. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. Appointments this morning, but we made it. We're here. Ta-da! Yep. Hello. Hello. Hey, guess what? I'm live on YouTube. So we hope Joyce and Jay are enjoying their vacation with Jay's daughter in Alabama. I think that's where they're at. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good service last night. You guys do know that there's more than one midweek, right? Just checking. So hopefully we'll see you next week. It's ugly sweater night. All right, Thursday the 12th, 12/12. So anybody turning 12 years old today was born on 12/12/12. Job 5:11. God sets on high those who are lowly, and those who mourn are lifted to safety. That's true. Okay. You got to be willing. All right. You have to be willing. You can't sit there and go, I trust in God, and then behave as if you don't. You can't say, I need God to lift me up, and then blame God for the problem. Doesn't work that way. All right. If you go, God, I can't, but you can, or God, I don't understand, but I need you. I'm trusting you to take care of it and me. All right. That's when you experience the lift to safety. Good morning, Aunt Linda. All right. 1 Corinthians 1:27. God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. It's not that he doesn't want us to be fit or accomplished, but he doesn't want us to rely on it. Okay. In our strengths, we have a tendency to take personal credit for it. And what God's saying is that when we acknowledge that we can do nothing without the help of God, acknowledge our weakness, especially in the sin arena, we are acknowledged, even uplifted, going back to the Job thing. Okay. So we submit our weaknesses to the Lord for consideration. All right, let's pray. God of grace and glory, sometimes I don't feel good enough. Thank you for reminding me that you do extraordinary things through ordinary people. You lift up those who mourn, strengthen the weak, and work through those with humble hearts. Fill me with your love and wisdom. Make me a channel of blessing in a hurting world. Boy, especially that last one. We have a world in, hang on. We have a world in pain. Okay. No getting around it. Life hurts. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So there you go. Okay. Good enough. Well, come on. No? All right. All right. December 12th, C.S. Lewis, from the Screwtape Letters, another of my favorites. From outsider to insider. Screwtape instructs Wormwood to foster a sense of entitlement. Oh my. Right there. Okay. That is the bane of pastors. You know, the minutes, do you know who I am? Don't know, don't care. Or I do know, and I still don't care. People don't get that. All right. Let's see what Screwtape has to say. Here's your chance. While the enemy, by means of sexual love and some very agreeable people far advanced in his service, is drawing the young barbarian up to levels he could never otherwise have reached. You must make him feel that he is finding his own level, that these people are his sort, that coming among them he has come home. When he turns from them to other society, he will find it dull, partly because almost any society within his reach is in fact much less entertaining, but still more because he will miss the enchantment of the young woman. You must teach him to mistake this contrast between the circle that delights and the circle that bores him for the contrast between Christians and unbelievers. He must be made to feel he'd better not put into words how different we Christians are. And by we Christians, he must really but unknowingly mean my sect. And by my set, he must mean not the people who in their charity and humility have accepted me, but the people with whom I associate by right. Excuse me a minute. Enough! Okay, so this sense of entitlement, it's where you just, okay, pastors have to deal with that probably more. Well, maybe retail has to deal with it, but pastors deal with it on a level that leaves you stunned if you're not aware of it going on and you're suddenly made aware. All right. People say things to pastors that they would never say to anybody else. Okay. That they just wouldn't. I've had some pretty horrendous things said to me because people felt entitled and that I was their slave, not a servant of God. Okay. And then when they were corrected, they took major offense. All right. 2 examples, one of my congregations on any given Sunday, and I kid you not, this happened more than once. Person would come out, I hate that hymn. If you ever sing it again, I'm done coming. Seriously. And then 2 people later, that was my favorite hymn. I wish we could sing it every Sunday. What do you do? All right. Call the first person and say, please don't come to church this Sunday. We're singing your least favorite hymn. It's like, get over it. We are not here to make you happy. We're here to make you a better Christian. Okay. The same thing with, well, I don't come to the midweeks because I don't like what you're doing. Well, it's like you obviously haven't been listening because you're so not getting it. It's not about you enjoying it. It's praising God. Or this one's more recent. Well, I'd come to church more often if you changed the worship time. Not my call, darling. And you know what? Get your lazy butt out of bed and get to church. I mean, after all. And the thing of it is, okay, I'm new at Asheboro. I'm still learning the ropes. I haven't been through a whole year with people yet. Okay. And some people are like, you know, you sure you don't want to change something? No, I don't. I want to see how it all works. And well, that's up to you. No, that's not up to me. That's up to you. This is your church. I am a firm believer in congregational autonomy. And in spite of the fact that people have been taught what is congregational autonomy is really not, okay, I expect a congregation to be autonomous. All right. That means that the pastor is not the hired gun. He has a couple areas of responsibility, and the rest is up for grabs. It is the will of the people. All right. And if you don't like something, don't whine to the pastor, because what the pastor is going to do is go and walk away. I will literally forget on purpose what you've told me if you expect me to make the change when it's not my area. Okay. Go to the council. Ask them to make the switch. Present it to the group. See what they think. Yeah, I have an opinion, but you know what? I'm serving God. Does it matter to me? Not necessarily. Okay. I'm finding that out too, and to be able to relax into that, because I've had people try to teach me over the years that I need to be worried, upset, and totally wound up about every little thing that's theirs. I was actually on the right track once when a woman came in and said she was leaving the church because they wouldn't pick her centerpiece for the Ladies' Aid Christmas party. And I said, you don't have a problem. When you have a problem, I'll listen. That's not a problem. I should have held to that. Okay. Instead, she came back with two elders, and I was forced to apologize. And I should have said, no, I have nothing to apologize for. There's a priority here. You can guarantee I won't make that mistake again. Okay. Because you know what? I can't remember because it's been long ago. Yeah. Thank you, Lori. But and they're all dead now. Okay. Because it was a congregation of retirees. I will say that it just see, I don't really remember all the details because it just, isn't. But when people come in and start talking to me with guns blazing about how I should this, that, and the other thing, or what I'm doing or not doing is, not only is it disrespectful, it is so blinking rude. It isn't even funny. And I'm done sitting there going, oh, now let's calm down and talk. It's like if you need to leave, and when you can come talk to me like you should, you can come back. Yeah. I did that with an alcoholic once. Kept coming in my office, was bragging about how she was getting her 5-year sobriety medal that night, but had just finished telling me about breaking a wine bottle in the sink. And I said, do they allow wine, and it doesn't break your abstinence? Oh, no. I said, you know what? You don't deserve your 5-year medal. And you are not allowed to come back and see me again until you stand up in front of all your AA friends and say that you're living a lie. and that you are not sober. She got mad and left. 2 years later, her husband died, asked me to do the funeral, was so drunk at the visitation and the funeral, she did not even remember that I was the same pastor. That's sad. Guess what? She never came back to see me. Let's pray. Jesus, I live this day for you. Please guide, protect, and help me to love others as you love me. Have a good day, everybody.